Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Chaotic Podcast with your favorite host, TNC. Today's discussion is all about fighting. Yep, the basketballs, not talking about professional fighters that earn money from fighting. No, no, no. We're talking about the street unfiltered, no rules type of fighting. And we all know what fighting entails when you're like ready to go off on someone, you're ready to like F them up, take them down because you're angry, you're mad at them, you want to teach them a lesson. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Now, first take, do you think fighting is necessary?
Mm, well, I don't think fighting is necessary except you are a troublesome person or you get anger issue, they
Okay.
vex very easily. Then if you say okay, maybe you won't fight, but it's not necessary. If you can avoid it, why
Yeah,
not?
very true. Because honestly, I fought all my life. As a kid, as a teenager, a young adult. I would say it's not necessary to fight, but in the world we live in, it's hard not to fight. You fight to protect your space. You fight to protect the people you love. You fight for like everything. Someone wants to belittle you. Maybe someone wants to hurt you. You have no option than to fight. This world has always been about survival of the fittest. That means you have to fight. You have to fight if you want to survive. I'm not just physical, but mental too. There are people out there that are like eager to take advantage over you at every opportunity. You have to fight. Meanwhile, it's not necessary to fight though. You can diffuse a fighting situation, but sometimes you just have to like square off with mano mano one go tear man leap.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, so why should you fight? Also, when should you fight? Rephrase.
I just feel you should fight when you see that your back is against the wall.
Yeah.
Like you don't they've been baiting you, like you've gotten to that point whereby okay, let's fight, let's do this. If it's normal something that you can just sweep under the carpet, like oh okay, let's just quarrel and the next thing we
Okay.
move on. Then if you can avoid it, then fine. But if you see that your back is against the wall
You got to
and
fight, Abby.
come
Well,
on.
I'm more of don't start the fight like you said. Fight to protect, never be the aggressor because people are always against who start the fight first. Being the instigator gets you in trouble. I believe you should fight when there is no option. It's either you fight or you
Yeah.
go down. So, fighting to protect loved ones, that is a must. It is crucial. Well, me, I know they like fight, but if fight start, I know they run. That's what my own just be. And you also fight when it's a must, like to uphold whatever you stand on. But you can also not fight and still achieve your goals, though. But it's hard. Well, I try to avoid confrontation as I got older, richer. But if the matter arises when I need to like protect myself, the that side always comes out, no cap. And meanwhile, fighting doesn't solve any issues. It might in the short term, but because
At the
you
long run,
you
you
know
still feel that the issue is still
you
there.
know that stand for short run based on say you subdue your enemy. As
Yeah.
far that person is still breathing, they will always be your enemy. And one day they might take you unaware, like revenge, and it might be
They
critical for
always
you.
look over your shoulder
You
and
know
say,
understand? And so fighting
okay.
worsen situation. It never solves anything. Now next take is, would you consider verbal altercation as fighting, like exchanging words, insulting each other?
No, it's
Okay.
normal stuff now. Like you exchange what you guys are quarreling. I see it as you quarreling with your
Ah,
opponents. Like
ah,
you insulting each other, making sure that oh, yes, I don't like you, I don't like you, I hate you. Now normal quarrel. With the
no,
quarrel, we
no.
never start to the fight. So I
Uh,
don't see that
I hardly
as
disagree because
fighting.
for me, I feel that is also fighting. Fighting doesn't only involve when we use our feet or whatever instrument. Yelling at someone, exchanging words, now still fight. As far you they create
I
tension.
just feel fighting is the extreme part of it. If you are quarreling, you can just easily ease the tension
Uh,
and be like,
it,
okay, let's just move on. You can even settle with each other at that
it's
moment
still it
and say,
does.
oh, let's just move on
Listen,
from it instead of feasting. When you feast, you know, it's okay.
you
It's
know,
now extreme, so
but
don't pass, be
I
careful.
understand what you're saying. But the thing is, as far you're like going back and forth with words, you are both furious at each other. You both dislike each other at that moment because now they abuse each other with words. Now they fight, and
And
that's
at the end, you might just come back to your senses
Ebony
and say,
still
okay,
fight now,
fine.
understand? And that's why you see people say, oh, we have a big fight verbally. Most physical fights start with a verbal confrontation. Maybe someone has been pissing you off or about what he or she has been saying about you or your loved ones. Maybe that they insult you. No, don't think. See,
Do
listen,
you know
don't.
say when you dey quarrel with somebody, if you just within that quarrel, within the exchange of words, that is how you are. I don't like what you did the last time. You are very foolish. Within that, the other person might now start looking to whatever the person did the
Yeah,
last time
you
and come back
insulting.
to realization that
Yeah,
oh okay, this is it. Oh, I beg no verse. Now small pikin they do me. And more just end the fight.
No,
More
not
just
at all.
end the
You
quarrel
insulting
here.
that person using verbal words at that moment. You're fighting that person. Listen, don't think because you not throw blow, you know, only your mouth to use doesn't mean, oh, I not do anything. No, now insult am, now insult am. Why I call blow my mouth? No, if you're the first to
I
instigate,
just feel that anybody that if you are quarreling and the next thing you decide to punch me,
No,
I just feel
start
that
the
you
fight.
can't just take it
No,
and then
no,
I
no.
start the fight.
If you are the first to
the
instigate,
person is troublesome.
if
That's
you
why.
if you are the first to instigate the fight with your mouth, you are the cause and the aggressor.
Oh,
Even
please.
listen, even keyboard
you also
warriors.
have mouths. so
No,
you can
that's
just do the
okay.
same
We're going
thing.
there. Even keyboard warriors are fighters and instigators too. Like, because you are the comfort of your home. You know, you sit down for your chair, your couch. You are insulting someone else online, saying awful things about them and their family. That is you fighting that person. You are being the aggressor to that person. And you know, people like to say, but now insult me. Now I use words to insult me.
Exactly.
Why did you have to fight him? Why did you have to punch him?
I just feel
Listen-
you throw the first punch.
No, listen.
You are the weak one, or you are the one that's.
Listen. You insulted him because that is your power. You have the power of words, the power of your
Me,
tongue.
me insulting,
You know?
me insulting the person. It means I don't want the thing to escalate.
No,
I
you
don't
dey
want
insult-
to. No, I dey insult and me say I no wan make it go more than that. I know say yes, if the thing starts, yes, we go end down.
The
But
thing
I
be
don't want
say,
it to go more
you
than that.
dey
I just want to
insult-
calm
listen,
the environment, even
But
though I dey
you are
insult you.
insulting him or he or she. You dey use your mouth because you believe say, okay, fine, I go talk some kind words we go pain this person. Now meanwhile your opponent he not sabi exchange words.
Exactly. I
Now
just-
hand is sabi, so now physical is sabi. So literally he's defending himself the way he sabi. Like the way he knows how to, he can't use words.
I just feel
Now,
say anybody when you throw the first punch, and now that person start
hand,
fight.
na lie you. Now hand is sabi fight. So take note, when you abuse someone and they catch you for outside, they get you down. You start
Yeah.
you started the fight because your words are considered as fighting. Words
Okay.
they pain too. Same way punch they pain.
And that's why you should also learn to use your words
Yeah, no,
instead of
not be-
fighting.
not
I think
comparison.
fighting is extreme.
No,
I'm not just
using the words
say,
is also extreme. I not go dey follow you the banter words because I not sabi. The one where I sabi now to tear your ear with slap. You understand what I'm saying? And listen, don't get me started about people with loud or full mouth because they can't literally fight physically. They always get on my nerves.
No,
like,
you don't say that they can't fight physically. It's just that they don't want to.
They're not
There's some
fit-
people
nah,
there's
so
some people
they're
that
not-
have mouth and they still have strength to fight.
they're
The
not.
mouth is just to position you in your position so that you won't
Now
go
where they go
further.
position you with blow because there are for me it's like when you can use your mouth to stir up trouble or text. And you play the victim when the physical happens. If you get mouth to abuse and fight someone, like I have the power to back it up physically. You know, one boy back then, he mouth and insult sharp like knife. He will literally insult you, and immediately you want to beat him. He will play the victim card, start crying, claim he's being oppressed, but you're not being oppressed. When you dey run,
I just feel quarreling verbally is just it's
But
normal for you
you dey
to
run- when-
avoid fighting physically because fighting is the extreme part of it.
When-
You start to dey fight, when we dey quarrel and the next thing you come start to dey throw blow, it means say you dey violent. It means you're a violent person. That's what I feel.
when you dey run your mouth like tap, you expect me to join your war of words, but that is I'm not used to the war of words. That is rage baiting. You're rage baiting me with your words. Funny enough, now small weak people they get mouth pass because
beg, na
they
lie.
know they are not strong. They are not too
lie.
powerful.
That's a lie.
The only power they got is in their mouth. But if you don't get physical power, then you shouldn't be an instigator. If you don't get physical power, you
It's
should
just
not
that
have a
I
loud
just want
mouth.
to avoid so many things because there are so many things that come with fights. I might bring a knife and in the next thing you dey carry gun.
And at the same time, you
Now-
see, say
now
insult
they
person,
talk
the
so-
person go reason and he go still pass out.
And that is no.
You know that.
Why?
Yes, you go insult the person papa or insult person mama. The person go reason and the person go pass out or the person start to cry.
The person is
still,
weak.
Nah lie. Okay, so you are still actually offing that person. So do not play because you use your mouth. Oh, now mouth I use now insult them. Do not play the victim and oppress card when someone wants to like get you down. Even be it if you are using your mouth, if you be keyboard warrior, you have to stand by it because when the fight up boss, it evolves to more people. If you sabi fight with your mouth or use your phone, they insult people, and your opponent sabi fight with physical. Now you can't know you go get a hurt. That's just it. Anyways, so next take is: do you feel it is cool to fight? Like, is it cool to fight?
No, that's what I'm saying. the verbally stuff is okay. Like, let's insult each other.
The verb
But
itself not still cool.
I beg, I don't think it's cool to. Well, no, I feel no, it's not still cool. But if you can avoid it, let's avoid it instead of fighting, because fighting has to do with a lot of stress. You know it. You go fight, and in some cases, people will not want to even separate you. They just want to watch you fight.
Yeah.
So I just feel it's not cool to fight because they go through it.
Well, as a kid and a teenager, we love to watch people fighting, and we also fought as well. You're cool back then when you're like a teenager. You're cool when you're like the strongest. You easily like F anyone up. I fought a lot as a teen, so I was respected because I never back out from a fight. It made me cool among my peers. But as an adult, that was when I was a teenager.
Yeah,
but as an adult, say I don't mature, I don't grow, not as much. Now imagine seeing two adults they fight. Normally you bring out your phone to like record them. You will laugh about it. You attempt the fool for fighting, especially the loser. If now you lose the fight, everybody go they ridicule you. But see how they expose that guy. That's even the winner will still be laughed at. Like now, wow, see as two grown men they fool themselves.
Why now?
Understand? People might even stay away from you because they will see you as a violent person.
Yeah.
There's nothing cool about fighting when you're like older. Now imagine say you dress nice, you drip head to toe, you go out.
I'm telling you,
got involved in the fight.
The way we dress, I don't wake up in the morning and dress up. Tomorrow I want to go and fight.
They tear. You go find out they tear your clothes, your outfit, your chain cut, your watch lost, your phone lost. You come home, they bleed. You will be ashamed of yourself. You'll be like, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Listen, but funny thing is, I didn't care about all that when I fought. As a young boy, though, I felt satisfied if I whooped someone up. But as a young adult, the times I fought, I always felt ashamed of myself afterwards. I will immediately try to like apologize to that person because I don't get sense. I don't like having enemies around. Now, true story, we were playing football one time. One boy got on my nerves, so we fought and I messed him up. I had to leave the field because I couldn't continue with the football I was playing. Adrenaline don't fool my body, my blood or the heart. So there was no way I can like calm myself down. So I left. Now, that night was a Champions League game between Real Madrid and Barcelona. I think the one Di Maria dribble Puyol, sit down for ground. Now, because of that fight I had earlier, I couldn't go to watch that match. You know why? Because I couldn't calm myself all evening and all day because I was like, ginger still in my body. I had a verse on myself because I don't fuck. Understand? It pained me so much that I missed that game. So some might feel fighting is cool, but it isn't. It destabilizes your mind, your entire routine, because you go to think about the altercation over and over again, and that's how it is. Anyways, next take: can physical fighting be justified? Like when you and the person fight, can you justify and say yes, I was right to fight with that person?
If not be me start fight, fine. I go talk and say yes, I was right because I didn't start it. I was on my own. So fine. But at the end, if you look at it, if both of you are wrong, you shouldn't have fought in the first place. If you just settle the matter, leave, no matter what it is. So
well, I like you said, fighting can be justified if you're not the aggressor, like you said, not be misstarter. Because you fight to protect yourself, defend the people you love, your property. Even the law, it is justifiable when you protect yourself. So, but not they justified when you start the fight. The person that start the fight chose to like overlook every other form to diffuse that situation. He or she decided, I must F this person up. So you can't justify why you chose to start the fight, And there are like lots of dumb reasons why some people fight, like he stepped on my toe, he insulted me, he stole from me. You see neighbors fighting.
It doesn't make sense.
You see neighbors fighting because of generator noise.
Actually, you're right. It's actually little things that make people fight.
Yeah, you see neighbors fighting because of generator noise. Like, please, off your gen at midnight, we won't sleep. Or the one go say, go buy your own gen before fight or start. Friends that get agitated easily for normal argument. Ronaldo is better than Messi. Come, don't say that again. They make me
that
vex.
One
before they don't start to fight.
That's so senseless.
Listen, I've seen two guys fight because of phone charger. Why you take my cord? Now you don't spoil her. You must buy it. The other one say, no, why I go buy your cord? Fight don't start. Well, all this also at the talk. I've been at I not see guesses back then because I've literally smashed someone's head because of ordinary China ware plate, broken plate. It's stupid, right? True story. We shared an apartment, me and like some of my guys, So there was one guy that knows how to cook. He prepared fried rice. I couldn't find any clean plate to use. So I took Fred's dirty plate and I washed it. Now it's time to be served. Fred came back. He was like, make her give him a plate. I was like, are you serious? Your plate was extremely dirty. I washed it and now you're asking for it. It doesn't make sense. Then he took the plate from the table. I not say anything. No. As they were about to serve him, I just took the plate. Blah, for head, blood. Now once I move, he was rushed to the clinic. He got his head stitched and all. On top plate.
That's extreme.
It's stupid, right?
Hey.
Yeah, I know. So the matter you'll be back then.
I think the guy is actually right.
No, why you say he's right?
It's not in plates. Why you go take in plates?
I know that
the plate belongs to someone. Why don't
the
you take
plate
on
was
something
dirty.
else?
The plate was dirty.
It doesn't matter now. My plate.
The plate was nasty. I had to like wash the plate. So you are coming back to like say
the
okay,
plate's
my own.
dirty. The plate's clean. Oh. Now the person plates. It's not that does not justify you breaking it on his head.
Well, back then I not say like that. I feel like you want to fool me. Like plate where I wash, you won't call the. So I guess it was the emotions.
If I just dirty the plate back now.
Well, unfortunately, sorry, my guy now, boy, understand. So, anyways, God. I feel it's a stupid situation. No, understand. Thumbs up to my guy, but I feel you can diffuse those situations by talking, even yelling at each other, but not like physical fighting.
Yeah.
But I guess if you're the aggressor, fighting can never be justified, But if you're like defending yourself, then fine. Anyways, next thing is what determines who lost the fight. Like, what do you think determines who lose a fight?
It depends on the outcome. If they beat you, die for that fight.
Yeah.
Say they beat you blue black. Now you lose. Now you actually lose. Some people when they don't beat the video, what's it happen? They go start to cry.
Yeah,
that cry just add on
crazy.
top. Oh my God.
There are lots of things like growing up when I will cry and I lose fights because if they beat you up and you start to cry, especially like you
don't
said,
just ask me question. In case I lose fight, no ask me. I just go.
If you cry now, you lose the fight. True story. The only fight I think I've lost was when I was like young. Can't remember the exact age. From maybe 6 to 10, I was like still in primary school, nursery school. Me and my next door neighbor friend, we fought in their living room. Not remember why. So the older ones came to separate us. Immediately they asked, "Oh yeah, what happened?" And once our boss cried, I automatically lost that fight, and I hated the fact that I cried. So it made my opponent felt good because I posed that guy. The guy started to cry. So
sometimes it's not. You're not crying because of the fight. You are just crying because it was pain.
Yeah, but you go cry. You go lose guard. You understand? And it's crazy. So, that is a way to determine if you lost the fight if you cry. But fast forward to when you're an adult, like who lose fight now, who run too. Like if you are fighting with someone and you bag and you run. If now 1-on-1 you run. Then you lose the fight.
It gets some kind of fight where you say you go run. If your opponent no one give up, you don't want give up. Now they fight, nobody wants to separate you. Guy, I beg you don't do. I don't tire. Go run.
You don't tire. You go to follow the guy. For the fight when you fight, you say, "Oh, Bob, take care."
Yes, I'm going to tell you. Small to say, I beg you don't do. More rest, more rest. I don't tire. No verse, more end down. I mean more end down because I'm tired.
But now you run. You understand? Now you run. Now you lose that fight.
And your opponent not going even one back up.
Some people that get the power, the energy, But funny fact is, if it's like you against 2 or more people, and you think you can't handle it, you call run. Maybe you didn't lose the fight. That is like for survival because they outnumber you. But if it's like 1v1 and you run over and you lose the fight.
Before you fight your person, size the person. Back then in secondary school, before I fight, because then I was quite smallish, nothing in my chest, no breast. I size my opponent, but he said the person he big with big boobs and the first thing when I go target now your face, me not see me they come first of all. Then the next thing your nipples. That day I drag the guy like, oh my breast, my I was like, yes, your breast. So that I'll just target you. I'll see the weakness. If now your nails, say your nails too day long, I'll target that nails. If now your hair, say I just say you glue your hair to your scalp, I'm jacking it up. So just know your opponents, target them well.
Another way, that's true. Another way as an adult, to know who lossified, now who bleed, now who they rush go hospital, who pass out, who was knocked out, the loser, because
when you get to like, guys, see your face, you should see the opponents. Now you there beat.
Because right now as an adult, I don't have time to like stand and start like exchanging blow with another adult, like using all my energy and time to fight you. And at everyone's pleasure, because everybody go they record you with their phone. Me, I don't get that power. I've done that as a kid. Like for me, it's like immediately the fight start. Now how to enjoy you. With whatever I can find. I could just scan the environment. Anything where I just see, just use until like, get you down. That puts a stop to the fight immediately, because you either pass out or they rush you go hospital. Meanwhile, all those people that are recording you with their phones, right, they will stop immediately, because at that moment,
everything is
it all escalates, understand? So not be blue matter again. Everyone there will be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stop them. Because the moment blood don't involve, people go on stop the fight. So there are so many ways for determining.
I said recently I go market and they buy something. The next two people they fight. One hold one trouser go up like this. The other one hold the other one trouser. The next thing, that one just carry the CD. He carry the guy CD go up. Now everybody got to say, why you call the I beg you don't do more than separate.
Exactly.
Why you call the hold the guy CD like that? No, not be so, not be so. Separate them. You be bad person. They start insulting that guy that you're a very, very bad person.
That's people will literally stand and watch when you are like throwing punches.
I was actually watching the situation.
But when I know they bust your head, or I know people go stop the fight immediately. That's one way I won. And it's like last man standing. But funny thing is, there is no trophy for who win fight, But there can be mental trophy or ego. Now I beat that person. But it's not worth it, Try not to fight.
What if the person won't come back?
It never ends well. No. It never ends well. So, anyways, at what age do you feel you should give up fighting?
I don't feel that there is age. I just feel that it comes with maturity. Once you are mature, I think you should just give that kind of life up. But some people, wherever they go, in trouble, they find them. Wherever they go, in fight, they find them. But if you just dress up, say, well, I just go out with my friends and the person has a pack of trouble friends. When something called, they not just ignore. They will not put you in that nasty situation. So I just feel that avoiding it is fine. But at the end, when they say, oh, I must fight, I must do you, there's nothing you can do. You just have to fight that person. So just avoid it.
Like if you can avoid fighting all your life, it's good. No need to fight because it's stressful. But if situation arises when you need to fight, then it's fine.
Nobody just go out and say, "Oh, I want to fight."
But if you are like a kid, a teenager, a young adult, like 19 to like 23. You never still like get better sense. You can still fight, but the moment you don't reach 25 and further, and the urge to fight still there your body, then you're a loser to me. Like, you get what I'm saying? For whatever reason, like, think about it. Grown-ass men fighting with all the knowledge and understanding you have, and maybe money don't involve self. You see they throw punch with another person because you are quarreling. Now your kids or family members, they go to watch you like, it doesn't make sense. But listen, like I said earlier, you can never outgrow fighting for your family and your loved ones. Even if you are 80 years old, you fight for people you care about if it's necessary. But if you are like a mature man, nothing anyone will do or say to you to make you fight them. Like, it's not worth it. Literally, you have to put yourself in a dumb position to want to fight someone because you allowed an aggressor inside your personal space. Like I say, they tolerate you, or they give you that audience. You could have avoided, all that and stay away from, the people you do not like. And you don't be friends with random people or people you dislike. Like, you can also avoid certain locations.
Don't be
then there is no reason.
People.
Exactly. Then there is no reason for you to fight. Like, if someone attack you, you guys fight, no doubt, fine. But you need to be close to an enemy before them attack you, Abi.
Exactly.
So why not stay away from them? Like, it doesn't make sense, or it doesn't make you weak either. It makes you mature and sensible when you stay up and you stay out from enemies and confrontation. Listen, at this point in my life, I'm older, small money there, and you call they see me, they fight with another person. for outside. Oh, but I don't lose guard with that now. Like, in fact, I don't even have issues with anyone.
Fighting is terrible.
You know, for you to be my enemy, that means I don't they reason your matter.
Yeah.
I they like indulge you. I don't have time to think about you when there is like lots for me to like achieve for me and my family. You know, me, I won't call the reason your matter. Now imagine say someone start insulting me. I will ignore you.
Yeah.
That's how it is with me right now. Like, if you insult my life, insult my mama, insult my papa, come online, they insult me, I not go respond.
Yeah,
if I not respond, you go rest, Abi.
Yes.
You go rest, because people will be like, this person not going to answer you. Why you call
If you continue,
yourself?
you look stupid.
It's as simple. Like, you're always insulting someone, not answering you.
Yeah.
But the moment I respond, and now we're having a back and forth, I'm literally fueling your rage. You know, God, no, I've been there, I've done that. You know, no time for that for that rubbish again. Even if someone walk up to me, start to insult me verbally, like tell me, oh, F me, F my mom, I'll be like, no wahala, fuck me, I'm a fool, I agree, no wahala. I will walk away.
Learn the habit of ignoring
you know,
people.
I will walk away. Like, there is no shame in walking
away. To save it for a lot of things.
You know, understand? There is no shame in walking away. You know why? I got a lot to lose. I've survived all years of like fighting, battle scars all over my body.
Yeah.
So, but my only another thing is, what if I indulge you when you insult me? Okay, I call vest now because I the vest where that
Yeah.
I indulge you. We can't start to fight. I can't enjoy you. I eat you. I stab you. Or something could happen. You can't fall. You can't die. My life is over. So you know, in as much as you are strong, you know, you can't determine how a fight will end. You know, so you try to avoid all those situations as an adult. You know, funny fact is, I even learned this the hard way. True story. I was traveling interstate in a car with other passengers. Me and my guy will sit down for back. You know, the driver and another guy normally they sit down for front. So I always get leg cramps when I feel uncomfortable in small cars. So I decided to like stretch my legs for front. So my feet got to touch the other guy with the front. The guy looked me and warned me, say, guy, your foot is touching me. I better remove him. Because I was in pain, I couldn't help it. I had to like stretch it again. You know, same thing happened. The guy warned me. Then I just vexed. I went off on him. I was like, oh boy, I bet you rest safe. I bet you don't understand what they go through. My leg they pay me. Oh boy, rest. I bet not they want me anyhow. You understand? Because I don't vex. So I spoke back in an aggressive way. Then my guy was like, he calm down. So I thought he moved my leg. So we got to a stop point where for food and drinks. So we exited the car. Now the guy called Wakako meet me. He was like older with a huge scar on his face. He came to me in a calm manner and said, listen, I was telling you not to step on me. You they shout on me. You know, see as your face young and fresh. You know, you're not they happy. What if I damage your face like my own? Put scars for your face. You know, you go like you don't talk to people anyhow. You could tell this guy have been through it, you know, with the scar on his face and the way he spoke, you know. I apologize and I explained. I say, oh, but out of frustration, I say shout or, you know, verse. I learned a life lesson that day. You don't know you. You feel get power or influence to help someone.
So you don't know you won't fight. Not even try.
You don't understand.
You don't know you won't
one
fight.
Opportunity for that person where it is not get power, feel literally ruin your life. You understand? As an adult, you don't have to fight to know who is stronger. Everyone is strong if they have no choice than to fight. David knocked by Goliath, and a Goliath strong pass, even if na Bible story. Not be when you beat someone or help them up makes you powerful or superior. No. Right now, funny fact is, right now, I believe money and success is the best revenge and power anyone can have. Then you feel even other people around, oh yeah, wait, I want to pay you, go mess that guy up. You know, you just do your house and they post your opponent, you see. So when you're an adult, avoid fighting at all costs. It is embarrassing when you see two grown people fighting. You know, as an adult, no, fine, you guys fight for money and success. Then no one would want to literally be your enemy. Imagine say you want to go pick fight with Elon Musk or Bill Gates or Dangote. It's a lose-lose situation for you.
You can't even get to that extent.
You know, understand? They can defeat you in everything. Use military power, financial power, court, police. They go beat you in any form.
Anywhere.
You know, understand? It's not as if they're not getting enemy, but no one will walk up to them and want to fight them. By the time security, they'll flog on your head. You know, as a body go tell you. So just relax. How do you be power, Mike? Anyways, how do you feel about parents encouraging their kids to fight, like enroll them in fighting classes? How do you feel about that?
I just feel that the way society is now, especially schools,
Yeah.
whereby teenagers bully each other to the point of even paying the person.
Yeah.
I just feel that you should enroll your kids into whatever program that will make the person stronger,
Yeah.
any fighting program. So
Yeah.
by doing that, you'll be able to know that, okay, the person is mentally, the person is strong, phically, the person is
Yeah.
strong. But not be say you call enroll your kid, finish your kid will call go outside,
Go dey
they
fall around, go dey
intimidate other
face
small
everybody.
children. Try and
Everybody
educate
tumble.
them and say that, okay, this is for defense, or this is to save your friends, or this is to
Yeah.
save your loved ones. Try
Wow.
and educate them in that
That's how it
aspect.
is. It's good. It's good. Like you said, if they have an interest in being a pro fighter in the future, or for self-defense lessons, because as a kid you can't hide from fighting. We talk about most of the fights we've been involved in. It usually takes place as a kid and teenager.
Yeah.
So it's better for them to be prepared. If you get money, enroll your kids for fight class. It's a plus, because there are bullies, there are crazy people out there that will literally get on their nerves. Try to stir trouble. If they can protect
Right.
themselves, then it's fine. But they shouldn't be taught to. They should be taught never to be the aggressor. Not go they use the lesson when you learn, go they make trouble, they beat other people picking.
They
You
become
understand?
bullies.
That is bad. It has to be for protection and defense. Now imagine kids that get like bullied in school, like you said. They're everywhere. So if bullies know that kid can fight, no one will want to mess with your kid.
Even up to university, I saw a
understand?
post on one of those social media recently. A guy was taking video of himself. By the way the guy is you know how.
You look feminine.
Yeah, exactly. So the guy was just doing his thing. The next thing, they heard that the guy was killed because of the way he is.
Understand?
Guys for school,
Called
guy
a
that
beater.
beats him because of the way he be. So I just feel
Like if you teach your child how to fight,
how to protect
But,
himself.
if person mess with them, because sometimes, listen, a kid comes home after a fight, you see the dad telling the kid, did you fight back? How was the other kid?
And they tell you, because at that situation, say I see like 10
Yeah.
people gather me, I throw one huge
Like,
punch, bust
like
one
two,
person nose, the
then
rest
you're
go wrong.
You understand? You said, understand? I don't see any reason why a dad or even a mom can't have such conversations with their kid. It's better to tell them, listen, if anyone messes with you, you mess back. It's a life
Yeah.
lesson. Never be a pushover, but never be the first to throw the punch and be the aggressor.
Or the
If
instigator.
my baby girl or my boy comes home looking rough, or the school calls me, tell me he or she has been in a fight, my first question will be, did you defend yourself from the other kid? What happened? Why did you fight? If it's a reasonable explanation, like trying to protect themselves or
Yeah.
someone, I won't scold my child, because for me it's normal for kids to fight. If I scold my child, then I'm automatically teaching my child, like, you have to back out, you have to run, you have to take a beating. They might have that weak mentality growing up,
so weak.
and that's so weak. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody messes with somebody that can fight back.
Yeah,
You know,
someone that can even stand for themselves.
yeah, someone will not go gree up, but if you shine your eye, I will shine my eye for
Yes,
you.
so-
That's how it is. Now imagine someone wants to fight with another dude. You they hear another person, they tell that guy, say, "Oh, no, go fight that guy, you. That guy go beat you, he's strong." They've deterred that situation.
Reputation, don't
understand?
precede you, yeah.
understand? So because they know, say if they come, you not go back down. So no parent should ever scold their child for fighting back. Funny fact, it's true story. When I was young, one of my aunt was like getting married. The introduction was being done in our house. I was busy helping out. My dad is a peaceful man, but his younger brother, hot-headed. So during the ceremony, my dad's brother was unhappy with some traditional rites, the groom family didn't do. So my dad was like telling him to relax, that these people came from a long distance. They should forget about all these petty rites, maybe they don't do the needful, maybe they go out. So, but everyone has been drinking all day, so temper will flare up.
Yeah.
So my
Tension high.
dad's brother was like yelling, "No, it shouldn't be like that. You're spoiling everything. This is tradition, blah blah blah." My dad was like, "Oh yeah, Stephen, leave my house. Get out of my house. You are causing commotion." Stephen became furious. They were like starting like face to face with each
Oh,
other.
wow.
And I've been at the other end. I just observed the entire situation. So I came, to the middle between them to tell my dad brother to like relax, they do the shot. The look he gave me was one of like,
No,
who be this, small boy with the staff on my
Small
front,
picky.
because he was like furious, and I just vexed. I just push him. As I push out with all my power, he fell. He stumbled and fell. Everyone rushed to like hold him, because he was furious. He burst bottle, he broke bottle. Me, I'm not wrong. You understand? My mom, they held him. Everyone, they dragged him out of the place. They like begged him, so he left. Now the next morning, after everything, my dad called me over. He was like, he said, "Sit down." He was like, "Listen, I will never scold or shout for you for what you did. You know, that's how I know you will protect any member of your family. But I will invite my brother over and you must apologize to him because why? He is my brother. He's way older than you. He's like a father to you also. And I understood where he came from. So the next day he came, I apologized. Now listen, if my dad has scolded me for like protecting him, that means he's automatically saying if anyone is in trouble, leave them. And that's how it is. We learn how to fight as kids. And when you grow up, you don't have to fight. You fight with your brain. You fight to be successful. And that's how it is.